The story of Samson and Delilah is one of the most popular stories in the Bible. It's a tragic love story of a man who was called by God for such a time as this, but he failed woefully. And so we're going to look at 7 lessons that every Christian must learn from the life of Samson. Number 1. Every blessing from God comes with a responsibility. Notice in Judges chapter 13, verse 24, it says that the young man Samson was dedicated to the Lord even from his birth. His mother was told when she conceived him, "You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you shall not drink wine or strong drink, nor shall you eat any vinegar, nor shall you cut your hair, for the child will be a Nazirite to God from the time of his birth until the day of his death." So there were certain responsibilities that came with the blessing of being a Nazirite. The blessing of being a child of God comes with responsibilities, and every responsibility is there to help you. Every blessing has an instruction manual. If you don't follow the instruction manual, the blessing becomes a cursing. Number 2, don't despise the small beginnings. When Samson's parents first heard the word from God, they were afraid because they were old and couldn't have a child. Yet when the angel of the Lord appeared to them and gave them the instructions, they obeyed and followed through. Sometimes we are like Samson's parents. When God speaks to us about something great He wants to do through us, we begin to focus on our weaknesses and our inadequacies instead of focusing on what God can do. Focus on what God can do. Number 3, don't live your life based on what people say or do. Samson had to take a vow of celibacy because of the Nazirite vow that was placed upon him. But then he saw a woman of the daughters of Philistia, and he said, "I want to get married." And then he went ahead and did it despite what people said and despite the consequences that would come as a result. A lot of times we hear voices around us telling us to do things a certain way, and we end up doing it just because everybody else is doing it, even though deep down we know that it's not right. Number 4, sin will always catch up with you. In Samson's case, the sin of sleeping with prostitutes caught up with him in 2 ways. Number 1, he lost the secret of his strength. And number 2, he was captured by the Philistines. Samson thought he could get away with it, but he didn't. Sin may go undiscovered for a season, but eventually it will catch up. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13 says that nothing is hidden from the eyes of God. No. 5. We should learn to walk out when things are becoming too much for us. In Judges chapter 14, verse 18, it says that Samson went back to the same place again to see if it was just a dream. That was the same place where he met Delilah, where they developed a relationship, where they became intimate. He went back to the same place. There is a principle here. If you're dating someone who is wrong for you and you feel like they're leading you astray, you need to walk out. If you feel like your friend group is not good for you, you need to walk out. If you feel like the environment you're in is causing you to compromise your faith, you need to walk out. Number 6, never despise small beginnings of sin. Samson met Delilah under the pretense of getting his riddle right. He never would have guessed that this would lead to him being captured by the Philistines. Romans chapter 1, verse 32. It says that people who approve of those who commit such things, they themselves, therefore deserve what they have. If you make light of sin, you will reap the consequences of sin. And number 7, always remember God is in control. Even though Samson made some very bad decisions, even though he disobeyed God, God still had a plan and purpose for him. In Acts chapter 13, verse 21, it says that afterward, Israel asked for a king, and so God gave them Saul, the son of Kish, a man of the tribe of Benjamin, for 40 years. And when he had judged them, he raised up for them David as king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, "I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart who will do all my will." So no matter what you're going through, no matter what decisions you've made, no matter how bad things seem, God is still in control. You serve a living God who is still on the throne, and He is able to turn things around for your good as well as His glory. So let's take these lessons, apply them to our lives, and live life God's way. I hope this has been a blessing to you. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.